when I depress the pedal under braking, when the car comes to a stop, you hear like a creaking noise from the left front wheel. Like, and then even when you're stopped, you can hear the creaking when you depress the pedal. So my guess was that it was something, I don't know. You can hear it when you're driving. You hear that? Why is this thing so wobbly? You see how this is so wobbly? My guess was I was guessing that it was the slider pins that were they had too much play in them. So it's not that noise. So you need to press the pedal. So I'm going to swap the slider pins off. So we gotta, to do that, we gotta the pins are behind here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Yeah, we're going to be removing this here. And this one. And we're going to take the caliper off and replace it because this noise, you can even hear it when you're stopped sometimes. A lot of the time, actually. You just hear the noise even when you're stopped. So, to remove this caliper stays in, this comes with it. We also got to remove this piece here. So if you see this, so this pretty much comes off like so. Whoa, watch your eyes. So that's, it stays, that's what keeps the brake pad in place. So now you can remove the rear. Now you can remove those back there. So pretty much we need to remove this here. Obviously this clip is broken. They always break, everything breaks on these cars. All right, there. So now you're kind of free, just held up by that. Now you can remove these without worrying. Okay, one. We're actually removing this whole thing. Okay. We're changing those out. So we actually want to remove them, so just keep them spinning. There you go. So my guess is these wear out. So same idea. Just gonna flip this on its side. Take a look. So my guess as to why this makes noise is, you see those bushings in there? They're worn out. So what happens when they wear out is the caliper can kind of creak left and right instead of braking properly. So that is my guess as to why that's occurring. So like I said, it's under braking. When you're about to come to a stop, you start hearing some creaking noise from the front brakes. And I'll show you another thing it could be, but I pretty much isolated that out by having it occur while I'm just dead stopped and there's no pressure on the suspension. So I don't believe it's the lower arms. Although I did buy one because the noise from them obviously can't be normal. But here, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I don't know how to pop these out yet. But my guess is they just go like that. Yeah, they're just going to come out like this. Okay, great. So we're going to replace these. We should be we'll check on our way to work or on our drive tomorrow or later tonight to see if this fixes our problem. There's one. There. And I'll show you the old ones and the new ones, what they look like, and why this may be my issue. And I've had this brake noise every summer. Every time it gets hot, you get this brake noise with this car. So that's why I was like, what expands and contracts? Metal. Okay, when it's cold, it probably makes less noise or no noise. Then as soon as spring comes and the weather gets hot. Oh my God. Okay, so we'll clean that out. Oh God, I'll show you guys the old ones first and foremost. Okay, so here's our old ones. So just imagine this sits inside of here. So if this has play, look, if it's not nice and tight inside, you might get some brake noise. So that's my guess, is that this is too loose compared to the new one, which I'll show you after. But first, let's clean this up. So just brake clean on both sides, and then get a rag. And I'm just gonna clean out the hole. We don't want to put anything in there, just some assembly lube. Even this brake pad, I'm gonna put some silicone around here just to make sure that it isn't our issue either. It's funny because this thing looks new. This caliper looks like it's been replaced. It's ATE, which is who makes them, I believe. Okay, so just pull this through, and we just kind of want to wipe it clean. Let me take a look in there. See all that corrosion? I got something to clean that out, don't worry. Grab a tool like this, and you're just going to shove it from the back. You just kind of want to get rid of any buildup. Same thing on the other side. You gotta be careful with aluminum. Okay, so perfect. So just make sure it's nice and smooth inside. This one really isn't yet. So same with this side. Make sure that both sides are nice and clean. We're gonna even clean up this pad. Just get rid of some of the debris on it. And we're gonna lubricate both of them because I don't want there to be any like, oh, why didn't I do this or why didn't I do that? Here we are. So this is the good stuff from Honda. Okay. Anywhere where contacts are made, okay? Even on the inside. You gotta remember, the brake pad sits on the inside of that area. Make sure you don't touch your other brake pad with it. Okay, or else pretty much you won't have any brakes. Okay. I'll wipe those down just in case. And then same thing, you want to put some assembly on the contact points of the brake pad. Trying to do everything you can to eliminate this noise. So now for assembly of that, I'm going to use some pure silicone. I think may be the right choice. I'll show you guys my new parts. So here they are. Okay, brand new slider. So let's see how tight it is inside here now. Oh, what a difference. Oh yeah, this is gonna be really tight. I think this may resolve our issue. I can barely even get it in there. If you look at that, look, it has no play in it now. Look, nice and tight in there. So let's compare that to the old one. Look, you can clearly see that there's some play in there. It's too easy to slide these in and out. I think that may be our issue. So what I'm gonna do now is figure out how to get these in there. Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do is silicone. Okay, and we're gonna go through the back. Push it in through the back. Remember, we might even do it like this. Push it in like that. These have like a big washer. Okay, to get that back in, you just get this on here and you push it back in, and then you're good. That's it. All right, same thing with the other side. Brand new one. Lubricate the hell out of it. Okay, this up here. Lubricate the hell out of it. Oh, I got it just using screwdrivers. Just slowly prying each side in. There you go. No damage. Okay, so now clean your hands off. Get some new gloves on. Oh, son of a gun. Okay, lubricate your new slider. There you go. Goes through here. Oh, nice and tight now. Nice, beautiful. Other side. I really hope this is my problem. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna actually clean this pad off because I don't know if I got grease all over it. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, I got grease all over it. Let's clean that grease off. Okay. All right. So everything's ready to go back in. We got our other pad over here. Literally flew off while we're doing this. All right. There's no grease on that. So this pad goes inside the caliper piston. Make sure you don't there. And before you put it back together, get a rag with some brake clean and just clean the pad off, because probably a good chance you got some material on it. So now, okay, we're gonna put it back together and we're gonna cross our fingers. Okay, good. Okay, all our spots are in. We made a giant mess for almost no work. It's crazy. Look at this. All that for two little bushings. Put the caps on. You gotta remember, these are so old that these will fit on there. The new ones are so tight. I don't even know if I could fit the cap on there. Okay, so yeah, I don't think our caps are gonna fit on there. It may be because these are ATE and then the other ones aren't. So this might not get caps put back on, although I'd like to get the caps on. I just don't think that they're gonna fit. And I'm not gonna fight them. Okay, so no caps on this side. But yeah, these are the old ones. It's worn out. You can see right there, look. See how you can move it? I think that may be our noise. I'm hoping that's our noise. Yeah, these new ones didn't come with any caps on them. Alright, so that's done. So now I'm going to show you another noise that's happening, but I don't know if it's all brake noise or if it's two different noises, because if one happens only when braking and then another one happens while you're driving and braking, but it sounds similar, you would assume it's the braking one, right? But take a look at this arm. Okay? Take a look at this arm. Oh, it's all... It's got a little squeak when you turn it. I know you can't hear it now. Alright, let's try and listen to it now. You hear that? I'm hearing, well, it sounds like this, but I'm hearing it when I brake. Just depressing the brake stopped. So part of me is like, is it the arm or is it multiple noises? So I'm thinking multiple noises. To change this arm is pretty easy. I'm not going to do it right now because I got something to do. But I'm going to check to see if this resolves my issue. If this resolves the issue, then I can confirm that this noise was strictly from those bushings being bad, unless there's a problem with the caliper. My guess is it's tight now. We'll see. So I'm just going to put everything back together and then road test it later. I'm not hearing the noise anymore right now. So here I am driving, and normally when I depress the brake pedal, right before I come to a complete stop, I would hear a and then come, almost like the brake pad like shifted or something. Like it slipped on the road, or I don't even know how to describe it. But you could also hear the noise when it gets bad if you're just parked. Like if I'm just stopped in the car and I press the pedal, I would hear like a crunching, creaking noise, like something's not like moving correctly. So now that I replaced those slider bushings on the slider pins on the left side, which is where the noise is coming from, I haven't heard it so far, but I'm gonna reserve judgment for a few days, and then I'll get back to everyone, let them know if that resolved my issue. I kind of heard it there, but it sounded like the control arms, which I showed you guys, the creak from the control arms. So I'm almost thinking that it's two different noises. When I'm driving and braking, it's the control arms, and when I'm stopped, it was something to do with the brakes. Yeah, because I'm not hearing the noise now. But under that really hard braking, I was hearing it. That's why I always thought it was the control arms, but I couldn't explain why it happened when I was stopped, not moving. I could even get it to do it on the hoist when it was really bad. And it usually, the hotter the day, the worse. The winter, I never hear it. Yeah, I don't hear it now. Well, I'm gonna give it a few days because I don't trust anyone or anything. yeah, the car still drives good, except for when I accelerate in a high gear at like under load. Like if I was, like let's say I'm in third and I accelerate, it kind of feels like a little bit of puttering until it gets to like 25 to 3,000 RPM, and then the boost kicks in. All right, so I'd say it's fixed for now. I don't hear any noise. So I guess we can call that a successful repair, unless the noise comes back, then it's not a successful repair.